So hello everyone, I'm Joe. I have GP with me. The cat notification is out and the form filling has just got started and a lot of people had a lot of questions. So in fact, what we did was I shared a Google form for students to ask us questions in a group, and there are some questions that they asked GP. But what we'll do is we'll start with, before we get to these questions, there are about 74 questions. I believe that if we go through the form once, the basic things, I
Right.
think that most of these questions will get answered. So I'm going to open the registration guide GP. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with,
Uh, uh,
sorry.
Gijo, can you just go to the CAT website? Yeah.
Mm.
Just a minute on this. If we just go down, there will be a FAQ section also. I can't see it here today,
I
but
think
there's an FAQ. Just
here,
move to the
there is a figure
yeah
here.
on the top.
Uh.
Now, my request to all students is there's a very good FAQ given. It'll probably take care of almost all your doubts. When in doubt, please refer to the FAQs first. Last year, in fact, not only last year, even earlier, every year I find many students just shooting a question without even checking the FAQ. And the critical ones here from a student's point of view are, if you are a person with disability, these ones will become exam format. I don't think you need to worry about at this point of time. Category selection and PWD, these are the ones which are important. Okay? Because this is where the biggest confusion comes. For the others, there's a minor confusion, but category is an important component. And if by mistake you get moved to general category from a SC, ST, OBC, or EWS, suddenly the target score goes up significantly. Finally, make sure you have the correct data, correct certificate, etc. Okay, we'll discuss that in detail. But to me, category selection is one of the most important aspects of filling up the form.
Okay, so let's go through one by one. I think I've heard students are having questions as how you need to type the name, surname first or first name first, but the instruction is pretty clear, which is mentioned here,
Yeah,
which is to, as it appears in the 10th certificate or SC
yeah,
certificate. That's what they have
that's
mentioned.
right.
Hmm. So there is nothing that I think that there's any problem here, GP. Let's go down. This registration is an issue. So there is should not be. Okay, so there is this about if you are one of these categories, EWS, NC, OBC, or SC, what is mentioned here is that download the EWS, NC, OBC, SC certificate from CAT website, enter the required information and self-attest and scan the PDF document. There are a lot of these questions that students have. I have this last year's this one. I've got a different format than the one
Right,
that is given.
right.
What should I upload? GP.
Okay, Gija, there are a couple of things about certificates when you talk about the category selection point of view. If you are SC, ST, PWD, your one certificate will continue for years and years and years, because if you belong to a SC category or ST category or PWD candidate, the same certificate, your category will not change. Okay. However, if you are EWS or NCOBC, you are EWS today, you may not be EWS 1 year down the line. You are NC, which is non-creamy layer OBC, which means your family income is below a certain level. You were EWS or NCOBC last year. You may not be NCOBC. You will still be OBC, but you will not fall in the NCL or the non-creamy layer. So what these are certificates which needs to be let's say uh, uh, annually renewed in a way, if I can use that word. And hence, if you have a last year certificate, it is strictly not practical. It is strictly not going to be working for you. You need to have this year certificate that this year also your family income is below the threshold, which has been defined by law. Okay? So these certificates, which is EWS as well as NCOBC, have to be fresh certificates every year. However, last year, what was done because of Corona, and that seems to be continuing this year also, this way, where they have written additionally download this. What the students can do is, if they have an old certificate, first thing, please apply for it immediately. Please apply for a fresh certificate immediately. If you get it in the next 30-35 days, great. If you don't get in the next 30-35 days, what you need to do is you can upload your old certificate, and along with that, take the download of that particular format which has been given. Yes, just download this format, scan it, fill it up, scan it, self-attest it. And remember, it is saying self-attest, not saying that it has to be certified by the district magistrate or someone. Okay, so you just fill it up, And in the same document, you can attach your last year's certificate also. Okay, so the document will have your last year's certificate as well as this format and upload it. Okay, this
So
can be
GP,
done. Yeah.
sorry GP. So here they have said signature and designation. This is self-attest at this point in time. It is not needed, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm saying at this point of time, self-attestation will do. But at the time of the interview and definitely at the time of final admission, you need the proper certificate. Then a self-attestation will not work. So you should apply for a fresh certificate of the category. And to me, those categories where you need to renew your certificate every year almost is NCOBC and EWS. Okay, so others need not do it because, as I said, a PWD, a ST or SC, your category will not change on a year-to-year basis. EWS can change. NCOBC can become, let's say, creamy layer OBC, which means you're above the threshold income.
So basically what you are saying, GP, is that for some reason, if there is a delay in terms of getting the certificates, or if you don't get certificate before the cutoff date of September 15th, just upload the certificate, self-attest, apply it anyways, because you'll need the certificate at the time of interview and at the time of admissions for sure.
That's right. At the stage of interview, all certificates are verified.
Yeah. There's one other thing that I want to pick up here, which is PWD, for a person with disability. There's a scribe. Okay. A CAT does not give any specific information about who that scribe can be. They have not mentioned anything. Usually the university has some rules, right? General university. Yeah.
Universities, etc., typically say, boards, etc., that the scribe should be one level lower than you in terms of academic qualification. So if you're a third year student, the scribe should be a second year or lower, should not be third year. However, the way CAT has written, a CAT topper could be a scribe. Okay. So I don't know whether that is going to be practical or not, but as far as these instruction goes, there are two things. One, you need to arrange your scribe. They are not going to do it for you, which is good also, because then as a PWD candidate, you have a scribe. You should make sure you take a few papers with the scribe so that there's complete tuning between you and the scribe and you're able to do well in the paper. Okay.
Yeah, the scribe is not supposed to solve the question for you. You are supposed to solve. He's only helping you.
That's right. So the way the scribe will be helpful will be especially from on vision impairment issues, which means the scribe should be able to read the questions to you fast, should be able to read the passages, and most importantly, data interpretation becomes a challenge. Because if you're visually important, the scribe needs to explain it to you so that you can answer the question. The scribe should also be able to hopefully tell you, okay, these are the, should be able to understand that these are the questions you will be able to solve. It is completely figure oriented. You'll not be able to solve. So that is the kind of tuning, I think, which is required. A wavelength match between you and the scribe will be of immense help, and which is why you should take about 8 to 10 papers with the scribe.
Yes, absolutely. So there is a postal address. I think postal address, would they send anything? I'm sure that at some point in time they will send something, right?
They might final admission. Final admission they might, but end of the day, all communication will come on email. And your email is a starting point for filling up the form. So I don't think that is going to be messed up, because if you give the wrong email ID, your registration will not happen, and the rest of the process doesn't start. Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at that. So I want to talk about this photograph, GP. Okay. Yeah. I have seen people putting selfies going, this is like taking and some random photograph, and then there's a huge issue, because you remember in the application form, whatever is the photograph, you have to, what is the photograph that upload, you have to put in the same photograph.
That's right.
Paste the same photograph. They have clearly mentioned here, which is they should have a white background. Right.
So treat it like a passport photograph. Treat it like a passport photograph. Don't try to say this is a Facebook photograph for me.
And plus, you're going to take multiple tests, right? So you will need a lot of photographs. Might as well keep a lot of copies ready by now.
Yeah, and Gijo, so the right approach would be, from a student's point of view, one, they should create a separate folder when each of these forms should be stored. So you take a form, you fill up a form, you take a PDF, take a printout PDF and store it in the folder. So you should have a CAT registration form folder. In the folder, there will be a CAT registration subfolder. You'll have a ZAT registration subfolder. You'll have NMAT and so on and so forth. And there should be one folder within that folder which says 10th class certificates or academic certificates, 10th, 12th graduation certificates, photograph. And my suggestion is, as you rightly said, Gijo, take a fresh photograph. Keep a soft copy with you, get about 10, 12 prints with you, because every exam, they will want you to paste a additional photograph, as you rightly said.
I remember, I forgot this. I think this was about 2 years ago. I forgot to do this. So it was a Sunday. I was running around, and my testimony was Trivandrum, my fourth. Uh, then I was running around. Where will I get the same snap? So I had. It was a pain. So please, I think these are the crazy things that can happen, right?
Yeah, it happened with me once. I took a color printout of the same and attached it. So it was not on the photography paper, although, but it worked. Though I would not recommend that, because if I missed the exam, I would not have lost anything. If the
Uh,
student misses an exam, they lose a year.
I think it's not about missing a something unnecessary tension, right? This is
Yeah,
like you don't want to do that. So ensure that all these are fine. So, anyways, they will not ask you to upload your SSC, HSC certificate on now, but ensure that whatever the data that you put has to be
that's right.
absolutely accurate, because every school is going to make a decision based on your all these scores.
Yeah.
These
So
are these.
all these certificates, soft copy should be available in a folder in your desktop or
Yeah.
laptop or whatever the computer you use.
So they will not need now. So I think that during the interview process they will need it, but it's very important that you feel okay. Let's get. So this is usually a area where some confusion people typically have GP. So let me
Right.
just read these two things, and so that then we'll make sense of what's going on. If any board, university awards only letter grades without providing an equivalent percentage of marks in the grade sheet,
Mhm.
which means there is CGPA only, correct? No?
Right. That's right.
There could be a case where CGPA plus marks is also given.
Right.
Okay. There'll be a case where marks is also given. I think this will be the three case. No, let's take
That's right.
case one, case two, case three. I think this one is pertaining to only letter grade without providing an equivalent percentage of marks, which means this is
That's right.
pertaining to case number one. Okay. The candidate should obtain a certificate from board, institute, university specifying the equivalent marks or the conversion procedure.
Yeah.
And the
This is
convert.
what this is if I have to take an example, the case one is of CBSE when it used to give CGPA only. There they used to say the mark sheet clearly says to convert it into percentage, you have to multiply your CGPA with 9.5. So if you get a 10 CGPA, you are 95%. If you get a 9 CGPA, 9 into 9.5 is your percentage. So there the formula of conversion has been given clearly.
And almost all the university have got the formula, or university states very clearly there is no formula, use simple thing.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
some universities are pretty bad when it comes to this formula. I think Bombay University has the worst formula. You know the Bombay University formula, CP?
No, what's it?
Can I show you? You'll go
Sure, sure.
bonkers. Okay. Mumbai University conversion CGPA percentage. Okay. So look at this. I think most of the Mumbai University gets, it has come from conversion circular. Okay. This is slightly old one. I don't know whether they have done this. Let's just open. They have got a conversion for the BCom. They have got a conversion for engineering. Let's just open that.
Okay.
This is slightly old,
Separate conversion
2014,
for each.
2017.
Okay.
So I think they have. So let's just open 1 second. It's crazy. So this is from 27. I don't know whether they have changed it. So you have this formula. So imagine this: a 10-point grading system. This is for BCom and all those courses,
Right.
BCom, BA. 7.1 multiplied by CGPA plus 11. So imagine somebody getting a 10 CGPA,
Yes.
getting 82%.
82%. So they have decided the highest is 82%. You cannot get more than 82%.
This is so I don't know. Probably you'll have to check. So all Mumbai University is, by the way, check with your college, right? This is
And also one of the things which is there, typically this information will be given in the mark sheet. So if you look at
correct.
the reverse of your mark sheet, typically the formula for conversion is given.
If especially with Mumbai University, I think that you did not see this presentation. You didn't know this. You just check with your college and get a letter from the college. It's okay. Kuch hai nahi. If they don't know, they don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm not giving any advice. I'm just saying this is what it is. Now the thing is that if any board or university confirms, and this is interesting word that they've used, GP. I don't know why they use the word confirms, that there is no scheme for converting CGPA into equivalent marks. The equivalence would be established by dividing the candidate CGPA by maximum possible CGPA and multiply 100. This is the nice place to be in. Anyone
That's
here
right.
would be
Absolutely happy.
so
Because unlike Mumbai University, you will not get stuck with a max of 82%.
crazy it is, no? I think I don't know what is that. Okay, what can CAT do? You've got so many universities with so many different
Yeah.
criteria. But I think that in which case, most of the good, I think I guess Ahmedabad, ABC, most of the colleges, they anyway normalize the score, no? That's what I.
Not all. Bangalore does.
Bangalore does, okay.
Bangalore does, but I'm not sure if they do it for all 10th, 12th and graduation. I think they do it only for 10th, 12th, not for graduation.
Okay.
But
Graduation.
these things keep changing, and in any case, they are not within your control. So I don't want to even worry about it.
So anyways, I think 82 for there is unlike 10th and 12th, for the profile score, the percentage requirement for graduation is not that high anyways. Okay.
That's it.
Anyway, you can't do anything. But now this is category type 1, right? This is so if you are one, only CGPA, this is what you have to do. Now comes the second one. For computing percentage of marks obtained SSC examination, SSC or SSC 10th equivalent and HSC equivalent, total marks of all subjects that appear in the mark sheet would be considered with respect to the board regulation. So 10th and 12th,
every subject
should be a part.
So many parents and schools, what they do is they force their kids to take a 6th subject in 10th. And with the logic being that 6th subject does not matter. And I always wondered, if it does not matter, why have it in the first place? But the problem then is your percentage goes down. 5 subjects, hypothetically, you have a 10 on 10. 6 subject, you have a 7 on 10, you are doomed. Okay, because you did not prepare, you did not want it, it was pushed onto you. You just passed it, and neither school nor parents, and no one insisted. But so that's a stupidity which happens. But 10th and 12th, if a subject appears on your grade sheet, it has to be included.
For graduation, postgraduate, now this is the aggregate percentage of marks awarded by the board university will be treated as final. So
Yes.
This would be aggregate percentage mark. Would it be applicable for? I'm guessing GP will be applicable for these university which only awards marks. No, that's what I'm guessing.
No, this will be applicable for all. This will be applicable for all. See, what typically happens is at the university level, some universities, they say, I will, to award the degree, I will consider only the last 3 years, or I will consider only these subjects. So that is the university formula, and that is the formula which will work. So if I have to just take an example, I think Calcutta University or some university in the East, what they do is they don't consider first year marks in terms of awarding your percentage overall. Okay. So what would happen is, if you remove the first year, second, third, and fourth year average will be taken. Okay. Supposing that comes out to be 80%, that is 80%. Okay. But if it is class 10, that flexibility is not there. 10th and 12th, that flexibility is not. 12th and 10th, all subjects in the grade sheet to be included. Graduation, go by what university gives you. Your university gives you a certain CGP or percentage, that is the final item. You don't have to change it.
Basically, let's not make it complicated. Whatever university says, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
So Absolutely. This says it doesn't matter. Just don't bother here and there. Whatever board and university will be treated as final. Now, for some reason, some crazy universities are there who does not award aggregate percentage of marks, then calculate based on the marks obtained, all the subject listed. So basically follow what your university have awarded you.
There's Absolutely. 10th and 12th, you don't have that freedom. 10th and 12th, all subjects, because CBSE best of 4 data has, that time they gave some other formula, but 10th and 12th, all subjects. Graduation, follow the university formula.
Perfect. Let's move on to the next one, HSC equivalent. I think the same thing will be mentioned. You can convert your CGPA obtained mark to up to 2 decimals. Yeah. I'm sure that is okay. This one
just diploma is important.
Yeah, okay.
Now, some kids, what they do is after 10, they do a 3-year diploma. Okay. And then, for example, they move into engineering. So your diploma is considered equivalent to first year of engineering. Okay, that is one way. The other thing which is there, your diploma is equivalent to 12th also. Okay, so there are 2 ways to look at it. One, you are after 10th you went into diploma, your diploma is equal to your 12th class, right? After graduation you went into diploma, did 2 years or 3 years of diploma, then joined engineering. Now your diploma is equivalent to your first year of engineering. I'm sure this will be explained also.
Yeah. For computer percentage mark 12th diploma, the total marks of all subjects. So basically, diploma course marks is getting here GP anyways.
Yeah.
As
this is class 12th level.
Class 12th will still be here, right? So if your diploma is actually there is a cricket whatever, basically all subject everything. There's no problem.
Absolutely.
Okay. Bachelor's degree. We have bachelor's degree. So now because of COVID, there are little complication. Let's read this very clearly. enter bachelor's degree, whether you are currently pursuing a bachelor's degree or have completed. Completed means you have got a percentage for the final exam. This is what completion means, right?
That's right. Your final year exams have been conducted, the results have been declared.
So
If the
everybody
result,
else,
if the result is not declared, you're still in final year.
final year. So pursuing bachelor's degrees, everyone whose results are not declared. I'm sure that because of COVID, your final year, some of you supposed to have graduated by now. Unfortunately, exam may be in the month of September. You treat it as you are in final year. You're still pursuing. If yes, which means you have completed, enter the current. If are you pursuing? Sorry, are you currently pursuing? If you are currently pursuing, then enter the current year and semester of education. So you put the current year, whatever the year. If you are in a final year, then you are in a final year. If you are a third year, whatever, wherever, whichever semester that you are currently in, which means examination, either you are currently pursuing it or gave the examination, waiting for the result. Mention that. Enter the aggregate percentage of mark obtained by the year semester for all the degree courses completed till date. I think it's easy to understand wherever you are. Whatever is a subject that you know, marks that you know.
You have to fill up the marks, whatever have been declared as of date. If only first semester marks have been declared, enter only first semester. If first and second semester marks have been declared, take the aggregate of the two.
Yeah, simple. Whatever has happened so far, you mention it.
Bas.
If you hold a bachelor's degree, complete aggregate marks obtained as per norms of the university board. Simple. Whatever university says, go with that. If nothing exists, then aggregate percentage mark of all subjects.
All subjects, yes.
I think here. So, if, for example, are you in the final? So, let's take for example that case of someone who is in final year, gave the exam GP. Okay, did not give the exam. Exam is going to happen in September,
right?
Because of COVID. That person should fill. Are you in the final year examination?
Yes.
Final bachelor? Yes. Have you completed your bachelor's degree? No. That's what it is. No.
Yes.
Yeah. So, who has come? Are you in the people who are saying, are you in the final year of your bachelor's degree? No. Which means you have completed your course. I don't know why they are asking this question again.
Oh, I think when you click on one, the other vanishes. Based on your yes or no, they have probably taken a screenshot of the full thing.
Okay,
if I remember correctly, when you click on yes, the other will vanish.
Okay. Ensure that this percentage and all put properly. I think that take care. You don't have to race it and say that I have to apply first today only. And so that if there is any confusion, especially the university where conversion formula is a confusion, all you need is whatever is a conversion formula that use, some authority has to give you a letter. That is good enough. Right.
Yeah. And that again, to repeat, the information will be available on your mark sheet or the university website.
Yeah. Or contact your college, right?
Yes.
Hopefully they know. If you have more than one bachelor's degree, are there people like, okay, BCom plus LLB or BA plus B.Ed, then select check the box, click if you have more than one bachelor's degree, fill the details. So that's simple. I think there's no problem here. If you have a dual degree, I think there is a lot of these BITS
that's right.
kits.
BITS Pilani and even IITs, they have these 5-year integrated programs.
Okay. And then with both masters, bachelor's and masters, enter the appropriate details in both bachelor's and master's degree section GP. Which means the 4-year goes there, 1 year goes there.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to put in, you have to break it down somehow. Logically, you break it down.
Yes.
In terms of what is your BTech plus MTech. I don't think that most of the things are integrated ones. No,
I think Gijo, if I remember correctly, though I'm sure it will be mentioned here also, it is either 3+2 or 4+1.
Yeah.
3 years goes for graduation, and the remaining 2 years will be considered as masters. Correct. I think it was 3+2.
So whatever it is, whatever is norm is, put then if 3+2, put the 3 in bachelors, put 2 in masters, put 4 in bachelors and 1 in masters. That's masters. If you choose to enter a master's degree, then select if you are currently pursuing, have completed, same logic, right?
Yeah.
Nothing other professional degree. I think there is something there. Okay. It says you can write as many as it possible, whatever professional degree you have done. However, enter aggregate percentage only for the degree in which you have scored the maximum. You can only enter one degree. So enter the maximum. Of course, it makes sense to enter the maximum here.
Yeah, because for your profile shortlisting, on the basis of your profile score, the graduation marks play a role. So fill up that one, which is, even if they had not mentioned it, this is what should be the logical thing to do. Talk about the course in which you have the highest percentage of marks.
Right. So I don't know why they mentioned FIA, CA, and etc. and only gave
Yeah.
three things here. Acha, so there is a fellow instructor. There is actuarial sciences. Good that they have put this now. Actually, there's a lot of kids
Yeah.
who have done that.
Actual science is a new entrant to the form. I don't think it was there till last year.
Yeah, it's good. It's good actually.
Mhm.
If you have not undergone any bachelor's degree, then completion of any one of the professional degrees is mandatory. So this is also a
Yeah.
case, right? That this I came to
Yeah.
know very. I think last year, I think I came to know this, that CA is considered. If you do CA, then you don't need a bachelor's degree, is it? Or what is the
Yeah,
logic?
you don't. See, a CA inter is typically considered to be a bachelor's, equivalent to bachelor's, and CA final is considered equivalent to master's in a way. Okay. So, but yes, so effectively what they're saying is if you don't have a bachelor's degree, no problem, but you should have completed your CA. That means you cannot say CA inter is good enough for me to be a bachelor. No. CA inter is like saying I dropped out of engineering after 2 years. Okay, so it is not valid. Either you have a bachelor's degree or alternately a professional course of the 3 or 4 which are mentioned here, you should have completed at least one of them. Only then you are eligible, else you are not eligible.
Perfect. And in case of grade, CGPA, I think that this is the same logic. Whatever
Same
board
logic.
says, whatever board says.
Whatever your institute has given, that will be the formula which will work.
Okay. We are getting into work experience, GP. Now.
Yeah, this is confusing many a times for students.
Okay.
Because everyone tries to claim work experience even if it is not there.
Okay. First, let's define what work experience is. Let's go there.
Right.
It says only full-time experience. Now he's saying full-time. So we have to define what is full-time. There's it can be consulting full-time, consultant as a it can be a contractual full-time job. It can be a self-employed full-time job. It can be working with a family business. It can be farming full-time job, but it has to be a full-time job.
Absolutely.
So what is not part-time, which means you are getting paid per hour basis. That is what part-time is, right? Per hour basis. Right. Not a project that you have done, not any internship that you have done, not any articleship, and nor any pre-graduation work experience. Now, which means there might be some of you who have actually given probably examination results is not declared, started working in a company that is not counted.
That's right.
Okay.
So Gijo, the way I look at it is always these 4 parameters have to be looked at. One, as you rightly said, one is it has to be full time. Second, it has to be after completion of your graduation. Okay.
After completion means
your results are declared, because till your results are declared, you are not a graduate.
Correct.
So you've taken, as you rightly said, final exam taken, results come out in December. Till December, whatever you are working will not get you any benefit.
Yeah.
Okay. The third thing is it has to be paid. Okay. And the fourth thing is it should not be a part of your academic curriculum. Okay. So just to give you an example, they have clearly mentioned articleship. Fortunately, till last year, if I remember correctly, it was not there. Now what happens is, as a CA, you finish your inter, then you start doing articleship, which is equivalent to work only, your all full-time work. But if you don't do articleship, you will not be able to complete your CA. So it's an integral part of your academic curriculum. Similarly, engineers go for internship. BBA students go for internship. If it is a part of your academic curriculum, it is not going to be counted as work experience. Okay. So this is where people try to slip in. Okay, can I show this as work experience? Don't bother about it. The rules are very clear. Why are you unnecessarily creating confusion for yourself? And when you go for the interview stage, they'll verify your certificates and cut down your marks, and suddenly you'll find your profile score has fallen. So that actually, is not something I would recommend.
And I actually not get the call only. I think it's all that.
If your profile score falls below the required, and it is because of your incorrect claim, your call will be cancelled.
Other thing that please understand, this is a statement of fact. This full time is not a statement of your opinion. Yes. Okay. Some people go to say, look, I am doing this job. I am selling burgers. Is it a full time? Can I put it? You can put it. Of course you can put.
No, if the company you are working for gives you a certificate, you are full-time employed, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying ultimately, what is the way the company you're working for treats you? Okay. Similarly, many people say I'm a IT professional. I have my own consulting work. That's fine. Form a proprietorship firm. Talk to your CA or whoever who handles your finance. Create a proprietorship firm. You are working for that proprietorship firm. You are working in family business. Make sure you have a work experience certificate. You have a before that appointment letter, you have a, let's say, a salary slip issued to you, payment made regularly, and your family head or whoever is the heading that business will give you a certificate saying that this person has been working full time in this particular domain or role, and so on and so forth.
There's one more thing I want to talk here, GP. Is that at this point in time, some people would have uh, completed graduation not working, okay,
Right.
and sitting and preparing, and just because they have a family business, they just write something saying that in the interview at least I'll get some marks. And I think I will strongly discourage this, because and then you have to invent the complete story during the interview,
That's right.
and then it is not worth it. Okay, so
Absolutely not.
uh,
And let me take another case, Jijo. Let me assume you are genuinely working in the family business.
hmm.
Okay, and you have been working in your family business since your second year of college or first year of college. Even that will not get any weightage. Your weightage starts, your meter starts ticking after your results are declared, after you complete your graduation.
Okay, so I'm saying two very different things. Okay, one is if you have completed graduation and you're working your family business, genuinely, please go ahead and write it.
Hmm.
My thing is that don't invent and
Absolutely.
don't lie,
Yes.
right? Because then if you lie, then unnecessary you're going to go. Anyways, case I think these kind of people have ruined for rest of the genuine people who work GP.
Hmm.
And the interviewer first look at anyone, someone say family business, want to spend 5 minutes checking whether he's telling the truth or not.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay. And it is assigned 31st July 2021. Don't question this.
Hmm.
Okay. And so just if somebody had started work from 29th, the 29th, okay, let's put 29th July, there are 2 days, right? 2 days. Okay. This is statement of fact.
Yeah.
Mention as
And,
fact.
and don't worry, when you get the interview call, you'll be asked to update this data.
Yeah.
So many students say, I will work till 1st of August so that I can get credit for this. No, you will not get the credit for August, September, October, November, because in January you'll again be asked to update this data.
So then now could be another situation where GP during the course there might be someone uh, who are said got maybe a sabbatical in between.
That's okay. So in January when you fill up the form, you say I went on a sabbatical. No issues at all.
Okay, no.
As you said, Jijo, these are statements of facts.
Right.
Don't mess around with data and fact. Be honest and truthful.
Programs. I have one advice. Don't think there is some gola. Mark everything. Don't think. Just mark. There is free of cost. You paid the money. Let's mark. You may be eligible, not eligible. Don't care. Just
that's
mark
their problem.
Everything.
They have the select all. I would blindly mark select all.
Yeah, that is the best one. This is the button that you have to mark.
And here I have a request to all those IITians and those who think that it is beneath my dignity to apply beyond ABC. Okay, please remember, when you go to an Indore Kozhikode interview, you are getting practice for ABC interview. So if for some stupid reason you think you would not like to go below a certain institute, the other institutes will give you valuable interview practice when you get an interview call, which will be useful for the institutes that you're interested in. So please keep your ego aside. Don't let your ego come into something which is very, very practical.
And in which case, I mean, there is no harm. Okay, so you never know how things are going to shape up. I know a lot of my batchmates from IIT back in my day joined FMS, and Indore started that year. A lot of and they're doing pretty well in their career. So at this point in time, I think the only whoever you are, select all is a button that you're going to press.
That's my advice always.
And there's the interview.
And not only that, Jijo, there's a huge advantage. You don't have to select 23 buttons and select one and end of the story.
Story end. Test city is I mean very crucial. I think that during COVID you have got a lot of movement here and there. I think that you have to basically look at what is the most likely place you'll be during that time. November, right? And they have asked for 6 preferred city. Don't think that okay, no way. Preferred city 4 is going to be that I'm going to randomly select something. Select. I did that once. I got the 4th preferred city. And therefore ensure that which is the most logical ones, right? They have called for 6 cities.
And I have a couple of times from Delhi, I have traveled to Meerut to take the test. I know people who have traveled to Jaipur, to Chandigarh. So please make sure the city which you mention is something which is convenient for you. You can travel to that place. And remember, if you get a morning slot, you'll need to travel a day in advance and spend the night there. So please make sure those logistics are something which can be handled.
If you are in Mumbai, then you'll have Navi Mumbai will be another option. Thane will be an option. Please look at all the list, because the way in which the city is defined, you have to look at something that is close proximity. We make the payment. There is no problem. Okay, so whichever works for you, GP. I think this is fine. Any problem that happens in the one, there is no editing that is possible. You are obviously going to donate money once again to IM and filling up one more time. That
Yeah.
is what is likely going
And
to.
after you fill up the form, please do download the form and save it for yourself. Remember that folder I talked about? Please do that. And before you submit the money, please take the PDF, go through each item once again to verify that everything is correct. Because many things which are mentioned here, you will not be allowed to edit later on. For example, category you can't change. Okay, you will not most probably be able to change your marks. You will not be able to change your city in which you want to take the test. So be careful about what you fill. It is not rocket science. It just needs you to be a little practical and stick to data and facts.
Yeah. Let's pick some questions. I'm sure that we would have answered most of these questions, GP. So I'll pick one. I gave CAT last year as a fresher, but due to pandemic, final year exams are going on held in September, so I cannot fill the form as a fresher or as a graduate. Which category? We explained this, GP, I think.
Fresher. Till the exams are conducted, result declared, you're still a fresher. You are still in the final year. You are still in the final year, and even if you are working, that work-ex will not give you any benefit, so you are still a fresher.
Okay. How is work experience calculated up to what date? It's mentioned 31st July. Does the work after effort has no value? It's not a question of any value. And when you go to the interview, they'll anyway ask you to fill out the form once again. Every institute will ask you. Then you can that will be like Jan 31st or I think December 31st.
I think it's Jan 31st.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure about that.
I graduated in year 2018, have a work experience for about 27 months, but due to hectic work, and I left my job in August 2020. Since January 2021, I have completed 1 month internship and simultaneously employed in my family business. Can include this work experience in CAT form. My take, GP, is this 27 months is definitely there.
Yes.
You're employed in a family business. If it is a full-time employment, you can include those.
And more importantly, make sure the paperwork is correct.
Yeah. Internship you cannot.
Internship you can't. Internship is internship. It has been clearly mentioned also. Make sure you have the appointment letter. You have a clearly defined role. Your salary is credited to your account on a regular basis. And essentially work experience certificate. I'm sure family business, your parents will give it to you. I
have 4-year integrated BSc B.Ed course. I'm not getting how to fill. So BSc separate and B.Ed separate, no? I think.
Yes.
3-year BSc and 1 year.
It is two graduations. No?
2 graduations.
For example, BA LLB, BCom LLB. So this is the same. BSc and B.Ed 2 graduation in a way. And you can make it 3+1, or you make sure the one in which you have a higher percentage comes up.
And get a letter from your college. So this is how it can be broken. I renewed OBC certificate last year around September. Should I renew again? Old one is sufficient. I think you have to renew again, no?
September last year will be previous financial year, and I assume the student is talking about NCOBC certificate.
Correct.
Okay, so NCOBC certificate needs to be renewed on an annual basis.
I have to fill the form in EWC category, but currently I don't have my certificate as I've applied just 2 days before the test. So that is we have mentioned, no? Currently you can upload the self-test form, upload it.
Absolutely. Download the form which is given. Gijo, you could just show that link again properly.
I think here EWC certificate is there.
Yes, absolutely.
Here I don't think you should worry about seal of officer now, no? That's what I understand. Okay.
That's right.
So basically saying that you will at self-attest now, but the same form you will get it done and then you
submit it at the time of interview or as and when you get it.
Yeah. So where was I? Oops. Something went for a toss. This okay.
I think the Word doc.
Not this. This one. Okay. Is there any benefit applying to EWS category?
The cutoff, the score required is lower. As a general category, you will probably get a Ahmedabad call, or let's say if you get a Calcutta call at something like 99.65. As an EWS, you'll probably get it at around 98 percentile. So yes, there is a small advantage.
I completed a master's in biology in 2019. Wonderful. Okay, I think these are good profiles. After that, in September 20, I joined a lab in Presidency University as a research fellow in the DST sponsored biology research project. It's a 3-year project. It is a full-time job. I get remuneration for the same, but I do not get salary slip. However, my appointment letter mentioned the salary I get, and my employer has said that he can give me an acknowledgement letter saying that I'm paid. GP.
Yes, you can mention. Nothing wrong with it. The
Hmm.
only issue which will probably come out is some kind of salary slip would be required. If it is not there, the work experience certificate can mention it.
So the monthly salary paid out, I think.
Yes, and what can also be done. I'm assuming the salary will be credited to the bank account. A bank account statement can also be taken, the relevant portions highlighted and uploaded along with that when required.
I think they don't ask for both. They ask for either.
Typically, work experience certificate is good enough because it will mention. Occasionally, some institute will ask for salary slips also.
But as a research fellow, remuneration of a research fellow, I didn't get it. Is that?
Yeah, it is fine. Not an issue at all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. GPR said fine. Okay, it's fine. Which colleges we have to choose?
Select all.
Select all. Now, also understand now CAT is a examination conducted by the IIM. There are a lot of other school which picks up the CAT score, and then they have to apply to those schools separately. There is a video that is put up in GPK Funda channel on Jaye to Jaye Kahan, all the colleges. Please check it out. You will get someone. Okay. What is the criteria procedure to come under OBC minority? I have a certificate of UP, but in Hindi.
Yeah, certificate of UP in Hindi is not an issue. Jijo, if you could just go back to the website, and they have given the link of the OBC website or the Backward Class Commission website.
This here, na? This one.
Yeah. Okay, this is the place. National Commission of Backward Classes, NCBC. Okay, this is ncbc.nic.in. Please go to this website. This will give you all the details. The important thing is you should be a part of the central government OBC list. Because there are some castes or some categories, some people who will possibly fall in the state OBC list, but not in the center. You are not eligible. Since the IIMs are central government institute, they are all India institutes, you have to be a part of the central government OBC list to be eligible for the OBC, let's say, reservation. And as I said earlier, it is NCOBC, which means non-creamy layer OBC.
I did not receive my final year marks yet. Should I wait till August and to see if the results are declared, then submit the form?
Yes.
I know final year results are usually good because of project work. It tends to be a little high, so might as well wait. No.
Last date is mid-September, so you can easily wait till about 5th to 10th September. That's the period you should take a call and finally fill up the form. But please have the form filled up and ready till then. You can save the form.
Sir, I've completed my BTech in 2021. It's not working anywhere. I was eligible for 2020 as well, sir. For 2021, will it be considered drop year student? These are all statement of opinion. You have what is a drop year student?
Drop means you are not working, you are not studying.
Okay.
So yes, you have dropped a year. So what's the big deal about it? Don't worry about drop year. I have had students with 7-year drop made it to Bangalore and Kozhikode. A student with a 8-year drop made it to Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Calcutta. Please don't worry about drop year at all. It has happened. Move on. Start looking at the future.
First of all, this is a decision that you took. Stick by it, no? If you made a decision, Tell in the interview your logic for the decision. Don't be afraid. Tell the truth, and it's fine. Sir, I'm a BBA student. My 4th semester is running late. 4th semester exam will begin in August 10. And then 5th semester will start. The 3rd semester result is still not out. The tentative is 10th August, but not confirmed. University may delay. So basically, I have only the first year result. So only for first year.
Absolutely. Nothing else required. Whatever is available, please fill up and move on.
How to understand which slot is a better choice? Unfortunately, you don't have any choice. They give it to you. The worst slot is second slot. It is neither lunchtime nor I don't know what that slot is.
For me, it was second slot. I'm happy with second slot because I don't have lunch. So I'm very comfortable. And the morning slot, 8:30 a.m. I don't want to get up so early in the morning. Get up at 5:30 and then rush to the center. I am happy with the 12 o'clock slot.
I got the morning slot. I like morning slot. I'm a morning guy. So and sometimes a night guy also. I don't know what I'm like. Okay. I finished my BTech final semester examination this July, but I have 2 backlogs in previous semester. What were you doing? So I have to enter CGPA anywhere. Should I input the final year student or as a graduate? I'm also working currently for a lot of questions. First of all,
yes,
when your backlog means you have not completed graduation, right?
Absolutely.
So you're still in your final year. Point number 1.
Right.
You're working currently irrelevant at this point in time because
Because
that
graduation is not complete.
completed. Okay, so you're not a graduate because you
Hmm.
still have backlog. So which
Hmm.
means you are a final year student.
However, to give you some amount of, let's say, comfort,
Hmm.
in the interview that you are working will be very, very helpful.
Yeah.
And that is where you will probably be able to make the best use of your work experience.
All statement of opinion is interview time. Sir, don't worry. I've been slogging. I made some mistake in my life, but I've realized you can do a Modi story. He said, I was a chai wala, now I'm a prime minister. So I was in the gutter, sir. I didn't know what I was doing, but currently I'm a changed man story. That is for the for interview time. We'll discuss that, GP. What else? Okay.
You've done
I'm
that.
a
Yeah.
I'm a BSc AG. What is AG?
Agriculture.
So agree to likhna chahiye. RIP
Yeah.
okay.
It could be BSc Attorney General.
I don't know. And start farming with my family.
Full-time work experience, family farming business. What else?
Yeah. So only thing that you need is some document that proves that it is a
Yeah.
you are some sort of employed in that
So,
business.
so as a farmer, I'm sure there are certain documentation which are there based on which they get some government support and subsidy, etc. So I don't know what documentation is possible to me somewhere along those lines. And the other thing is maybe your father or whoever is the head of the family could be the proprietor of this business. Just talk to a CA in your whoever or some finance professional to help you out. But by and large, you should be claiming work experience as a farmer.
I think it's an amazing story. I think there are agri-business management courses. No, IMA has it.
Yes.
IM Lucknow has it.
AL and then ILMA is a very good course.
IRMA has it.
Rural management. These are the three top courses, I would say.
But you can still join any IM because
Yes.
IM helps you do in what in management. You can manage anything. I was recruited as a graduate engineer training in July 29. The training period was for 1 year. Should I include training phase in my work experience? This
Yes.
training is paid period, no? GP?
Yeah. This is after graduation. This is full time. This is not an internship. This is full time work experience. So
Yeah.
graduate engineer trainees, management trainees, please understand all of you are full time employed and you will claim work experience.
Yeah. The company is saying that I'm teaching you, but company is still paying you, right?
Paying you and then making you work also.
Yeah, of course. I am pursuing my master's MCOM this year. I'm in semester 2 because of lockdown. Else would
Okay.
have been in semester 3. I think I will complete master's by June next year, but there are chances it might get delayed. So while filling the form, should I enter postgraduate delay or should I skip it? Because if my chances of master not completed by June next year, I will have to leave my master's midway and my admission offer might get cancelled. What should I do?
Eligibility is graduation. If you leave master's midway, it is no way going to impact your admission offer. Okay.
Right.
The issue can be a little different. If you mention masters, there are two issues which will come up. One, why did you join masters? Why did you not go for MBA? I'm sure you have valid reason and you can share with them. Secondly, if since you're doing masters, you should have good knowledge of the subject in masters. So if you have knowledge of the subjects in masters, my suggestion would be you should definitely mention. What is the other way around? You'll say I have dropped. How are you going to explain drop here? That is also an issue. So between creating something and giving fact, I will always prefer giving data and fact rather than creating a story.
Stick to the truth and tell your true story. Okay, people understand, you know.
Yeah, and interviews become much more simpler if you stick to truth and facts.
Yeah, just tell the truth. Trust your truth. There is no need to lie. All right. How much work experience is considered good? How much ever you have?
You can't change that.
What document are needed for work experience? I think a few things: offer letter, work experience certificate, salary slips. These are all, but not every organization has got salary slips. So a work experience letter is also considered as valid.
I will say appointment letter, salary slip, work experience letter. These are the 3 6. If you have all 3 of them, great. If you don't have salary slip, the work experience letter should definitely mention it.
Yeah. So therefore, please don't fight and leave companies and all. Okay, you need letters. I'm a 2020 BTech graduate, a repeater. So this year also, I didn't take any job offers. I wanted to focus full time on CAP prep. But side by side, I give private tuition to 9, 10 CBSE and state board students. I'm a paid reviewer. I earn some amount of money by reviewing different products between sellers. Can I put work experience freelance category?
Okay. Please create a proprietorship form of your own and put all these income in that. So when you file your income tax returns, it should be under proprietorship. Then you can.
Now तो you can't,
Otherwise,
no. But
otherwise you can't.
now तो you can't do it, right? 30th 31st तक को नहीं होगा ना. But
I
at
don't
least,
know. I don't know legally कब पिछला कर सकता है कि नहीं. If he can do it. Great.
but
If he can't, it's not there.
but any which case do it, right? It's going to be
Do it
useful.
because it could be useful at the interview stage, na? That for
Yeah.
the last 9 months, this is what I'm doing. This is my proprietorship form. This is all I do in the proprietorship.
Also, you can put proprietorship is starting is so easy, no? It's like there is nothing there to start.
Just need to open a current account.
That's it.
Make sure all income goes into that account. You pay income tax from there as a proprietor, and that's it.
Otherwise, leave it blank and then explain the interview. It's okay.
Yeah.
I have 2-year work experience, external audit in Deloitte. I'm confused regarding the industry type. Would it be banking, finance, or consultancy? Audit is what? Banking, finance.
Banking, finance. But frankly, don't be too worried about this, whether it is A, B, or C. Broadly, if you look at Deloitte, it is into all 3 areas.
So pick anything. It's okay.
So pick one which is closest to your work and go ahead with it.
Sir, I'm in 3rd year. My systems result not out. As we have mentioned, I think we answered that question.
Yes.
I got placed in March and got offer letter in June to join in July.
Right.
Okay. This is all pandemic story. So started my job in July, but my final exam results came in October.
Right.
And my final exam got delayed. So I'll be counting my work experience from July, October after you got the graduation. Marks, है ना?
You see, the default would be after you got the graduation marks. However, just to take a benefit of doubt for myself, what I will do is my exams happened on a particular date. After that, whatever I have done, I can claim, because when the results are looked at, many times the institute will say, okay, the exams are over, he started working, he cleared the exam, so let me give him the benefit of doubt. So out here, what you're saying, your exam results came out in October. But when did you take the exams? Let me say you took the exams in July. You can claim experience theoretically from August also, but that's a iffy kind of a thing.
Yeah, so I think best is to write it to authority and check it. No, if you have some, just write this query to them and then check with detail. If they say okay with it, then go ahead with that.
Yeah.
But to be safe, I think October
is absolutely safe.
Safe, but I don't know. But
October is absolutely safe. But if you want to take a small chance, you can do it July also, and it will possibly pass. Yeah. But no guarantees.
Eventually, all this form is going to be checked by a clerk or some admin person, and that person will not care about your career or anything. You can't talk to anyone after that, so it's better to be safe generally. Can we select class or will be allotted by them? So I have my caste certificate from Tamil Nadu, year 1998. Is it fine to upload that? Since I was born in Tamil Nadu, brought up in Bangalore, should I make one in Bangalore? Depend upon.
Yeah, so current domicile is in, if it is Bangalore, and I'm assuming you're brought up in Bangalore, so all your 10th, 12th graduation, everything's happened from there. So get a fresh one made from Bangalore.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's a caste certificate, I'm assuming you're talking about OBC. Please make sure if you are NC-OBC, in any case, you will need to have a fresh certificate. So caste certificate has no value unless it's a SC category. If it is OBC, it is NC-OBC certificate which has value. So the question I'm not clear. If it is SC, the old certificate will work. SC or ST category. If it is OBC, then it has to be an NC-OBC certificate which has to be renewed this year. And this will obviously be from Bangalore only now.
Yeah. Which semester mark sheet to upload? You don't upload anything now, right?
No mark sheets to be uploaded. All the mark sheets and etc. will be verified at the time of the interview.
I graduated last year, although my job started in August, but due to COVID, examination got postponed. Same question, GP,
Same
I think.
Story. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. I think that to be safe after your examination date.
Safest thing is after the results are declared, from that date you should claim experience.
But otherwise, but check with. I think just you can send a mail to IIM to take this clarification. Sir, 3-year articleship from Big Four was supposed to be over in October 2020, but due to Corona, it got extended Jan 2021. And from February to, I have 6 months of post-qualification work experience. My articleship experience would be counted? No, it will not be.
Articleship, as we said, is a part of your academic curriculum, so not counted.
Sir, in the form, my BCom graduation, Mumbai University, should I put CGPA for 6 semesters or average? Mumbai University, I'm really sad. Sorry to open. What you have to do is check with your college. There is a conversion formula available. Use that. Whatever your university tells you, right? That's what you have to put.
Yeah, but typically CGPA would be that same itself. So
Yeah.
so you do so CGPA is going to take the weights of the subjects also. Average percentage of 6 semesters.
No. So you have CGP, right? Mumbai University has a conversion formula. Check that. And
So use this
uh,
conversion formula then. That's right.
I graduated in May 2019. Was doing internship of February to same year. I know work experience can only a graduation, but they said no internship. In the last part of application where you have to choose colleges, I normally choose all of them. Is it the right way? It is the
Absolutely.
awesome way. Okay. Will EDW 2019 be valid? I think we have mentioned that, GP. Okay.
Yes.
After graduation, I worked in an organization full-time role where I had to do 5 months of training and then become permanent employed. The gap of 1 year. Okay, let me read this. I had worked in an organization full-time role where I had to do 5 months of training and then became permanent employee. This is okay, no? 5 months of training is a part of employment, right?
Yeah.
There's no problem there.
It was a full-time role, so it is perfectly fine. It is similar to a graduate engineer trainee or a management trainee which companies recruit.
There is a gap of 1 week after training and before becoming permanent, which that's okay. I have all the certificates. Okay. First day, whenever you join, the first day full-time role started. But obviously, every company start with training. They will not say, "Come, chalo, please start working." They will train you. It's natural. So training is a part of your job. I have done 4 week internship in grass industry. Can I get some benefit from it? And my specialist engineering plastic benefit.
You will get benefit in the interview.
Interview
question you should be able to handle. Only then you'll get the benefit. But if you're looking at work experience, no, this is not work experience.
And then benefit will come if you can talk about this. I have integrated
what degree? I think it's talking about MTech only.
Aggregate segregation. So either 3-2 segregation or 4-1, depending upon your university, how it is defined. So on a so this is MTech, right? So I think best would be 4-1 segregation. I think that's the best. My original hard copy are in college, but due to COVID, I couldn't go back to college. But fortunately, I have scanned copies document. 10-12 marks is not needed now.
Yeah. Again, you need it at the time of the interview. Okay. So what you need to do is you have the soft copies right now, use them. You don't have to upload for CAT. Definitely some other institute wants you to upload them.
Sure. Apology for raising such a silly query. No query is silly, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing is silly. So where should I?
Can you go up? Last question. Or did we miss something on?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Black and white is not an issue. Okay.
Yeah. Sir, would who all submit identification affidavit? What is this?
I don't think identification certificate is required. Have you missed something, Nijo?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think that we will probably, if there is anything there, we'll add in the description box for this question.
Yeah. Also, I've completed graduation March 21. I haven't got CGPA for its semester. Yeah, you use CGPA
till aggregate till 7.
Whatever is available, you use that.
Yeah. For NCOB certificate, health is eligible to sign.
Please check the NCBC website, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Because these rules, we don't want to take a chance with these rules. The rules can change from state to state. So that's the best way to look at it. Some states will allow Tehsila, some will not.
Yeah. Regarding parallel work experience, okay, there's a long one. Job in IT company, TCS digital higher profile.
Okay.
BTech in CSC. अच्छा यार बंदा पढ़ा बड़ा क्या जो 12th में I think this will be IIT के चक्कर में थोड़ा कम हो गया, but I think that's still fine. 9.6 CGPA. Apart from this, in college, one hackathon organized by Tata Communication. I've done few courses in management college like Lean Startup, HRM, NGO. Could you please inside the profile is awesome. All this will come during the interview part. No, this story is about interview part. Currently all data are these data. Okay.
The second thing is, can you please give insight to score plus profile calls? Please go to careerlauncher.com/profilizer, or if you are enrolled into Career Launcher in your aspiration account as a profilizer, please input all the details. You'll get to know which institute you'll get an interview calls from at what score.
And in my channel, Jijo Speaks, I have put up a video on profile. Maybe you can check that out. My final examination will be held on 17th to 27 August. So if the result would be declared in the last date, no, forget, you are in final year.
7th semester or 6th semester, whatever is available, please use that.
मेरे को नहीं लगता 15 अगस्त तक रिजल्ट आएगा ना इसका।
नहीं आएगा, बिल्कुल नहीं आएगा।
अब छोड़ दे अभी
15
तो।
सितंबर तक बिल्कुल नहीं आएगा। Yes, whatever is available, just use that result. Don't be too paranoid about what if the result comes out on 13th September. I have already filled the form on 10th September. You filled up, forget about it, move on.
I'm
All
working.
these things will be updated when you go for the interview.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm working hard. Our family business, I've started working there from May, before I've graduated college. After graduation, work experiences after graduation. Don't put before graduation. Before graduation was hobby. After graduation is work. So how to show family business or work experience? What document is needed? I said, don't get any salary tax, salary slip. It's a small shop business. Whatever is a business, there is a business establishment. The business will have an owner. It could be the proprietorship, partnership, the small business, and then they will give employment. I think that they will have a simple letterhead, employment, and you'll be giving some money every day. No, I think uh, so. You can just give a letter on the firm letterhead which says that the salary has been paid out on these date. These are the amount. That is good enough.
That's enough.
So you would need to have.
And my suggestion is, just talk to your father's CA or whoever helps him do his accounting or finance, and they will do the documentation for you.
Yeah. There is nothing absolutely prescribed. You just have to prove that is what it is. I'm a fresher and in final year of my graduation. I have my 1, 2, and 3 semester result with me, but aggregate isn't good. 67%. And I'm pretty sure good marks in 4 semesters. Should I wait for 4 semester result?
Yeah, wait.
No, wait, no.
10th September is your deadline, is the way I look at. A week before the last date of the CAT, you should fill up the form and forget about it. Don't delay it till the last 2 days because the website also crashes many a times. Suddenly, many people decide I have to fill up the form. So don't leave it for the last couple of days. A week before CAT, you should have done the job and moved on.
I had a PhD position in Germany from which I receive salary every month. I do a salary slip. I have quit my PhD now since I receive monthly salary from a funding agency. Can I count it work experience?
Yes, it is. WorkX. Salary slips are there. It is WorkX. Full time after graduation, perfectly fine.
A PhD is not. PhD is after graduation, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
After post graduation also. I have given my final semester exam, but the result not declared. Should I fill? I think we mentioned this.
Yeah.
Till which semester should I mention the marks? Till whatever you have. Sir, is it advisable to show fake? I'm not even going to answer that question. Why you want to fake it? I think that whatever happened in your life, right? You made your choice, you made decision. I trust in your decision, no?
And if it was a wrong decision in the interview, you can say, yes, I made a mistake.
Yeah, accept it. There's nothing. Why you want to fake? I think that when you are saying that you are a human being who is real. You as a human being had challenges. You are a human being has had a journey, positives and negative. You are not fake. Therefore, my work experience, don't. I appeared for CAT for the first time when I was in third year of engineering. That is to say, when I was not some heroes are here, GP. When I apply this year, will there be problem because of that? They won't be.
Fortunately, they don't compare from year to year. So no problems.
Yeah.
Though this is so for other students, if you are filling up a form just to take the experience of CAT, remember the CAT question paper will be released, and you can take CAT not once but thrice because there will be 3 CAT papers. He had taken CAT only once. You'll have the opportunity to take it 3 times. So please don't fill up wrong data just to get the experience of the paper.
And you can take it 30 times if you join a test series also.
Yes.
Should I use same registration ID as previous year?
That's the email ID, na? Email ID and phone number is all you need.
Yeah. I'm on sabbatical period from 30th of June. I won't be getting a pay slip, but will be considered an employee. Sabbatical considered work experience, GP.
Sabbatical, again, this is an institute issue. Some might have considered, some may not, but the default would be when you look at sabbatical or leave without pay, it is normally not counted as a part of work experience.
I think I remember this student sending a mail to CAT admissions or that letter. They said okay to this.
If they said okay, that's great.
Yeah, but
their logic is he's still employed. He's still on the rolls of the company, so that's fine. So if CAT has or the CAT authorities have said this will be included, then I think we should include it. This is a gray area.
So take a printout of that email, keep it there so that if anyone has a problem, आपने बोला था.
And important that you just drop a mail to the cat helpline, give the problem, get the response also.
Yeah. I have already have a EW certificate. So do I need to fill one again? I think these address we address this.
Yes.
Can you declare family business experience?
Yes.
Of course. We mentioned that. In 40 minutes VRC paper, I take.
Okay, this is a different context.
Okay,
so
we'll take it later. Sir, I have been working in my family business in the onset of pandemic last year, but as I graduated in the month of September, how can I put the work experience? I don't have a salary slip. It is a letterhead of registered. Yeah, that is okay. So anything after graduate work experience, if you're in a family business, it has to have a letter from your proprietor. And please take money. I'm sure that
make sure your dad transfers some amount of money every month in your account.
Yeah.
And if for the last 6 months it has not been done, he can transfer it in one shot.
As an incentive. Hello, my joining date was April 2nd, 2020, but due to uncertain COVID, the training was conducted online with no pay till September 14th. And I was boarded on September 2020 with pay directly to a project. I have two joining letters, one dated 2nd April 2020, other is September 2020. Which date should I put? I have two joining letters. Salary slip from this case. Training certificate.
Training certificates from. So was he paid for August, September or not?
No, he's not.
July, August, September.
He's not paid. He's saying the training was conducted online with no pay till September 14th.
Okay, so suppose you started, once you started getting paid, that's when you start your work experience. Remember, full time after graduation, paid and not a part of your academic curriculum.
This is a safe thing to do. Safe.
September 14th.
Safe. April. So September 14th till July. कितना महीना होता है GP? How many months is that?
July to September, he's losing out 3 months roughly. 2 months actually. I'm assuming mid-July to mid-September will be 2 months.
Yeah, September 14, 2022, July is the 21st, na? So it will be.
Okay.
He does more than 12 months का एक फंडा है ना colleges का, ठीक है?
More than 6 months where work weightage starts happening. 12 months will give you some reasonable. Best is obviously 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Jijo sir, my graduation final year 4 paper held in March 2020, but due to lockdown, remaining paper held in September 2020. Open book format. We have to submit paper in college. Then, which month I can count my work experience? My work experience from September. Exam did not happen, GP.
Exam did not happen. Whenever it happened, that's only after that you complete your graduation.
ठीक है ना? We'll not make work experience count. We'll make our CAT count, no, yaar. Okay, so let's make our CAT count. Let's make VRC count.
And don't make work experience a do or die thing for you. It will only move the needle a little bit if you have a good CAT score.
First of all, IIM Calcutta does not have any score for work experience, right? IIM Bangalore has some 8 marks. IIM Ahmedabad has some. उसको भी नहीं है ना?
No, Bangalore has 5 marks. Bangalore has 5 marks.
8.
Acha, maybe we need
5
to check.
5 or 8. I think Ahmedabad does not have.
FMS doesn't again.
No, but don't get obsessed. I have given my final exam in July, but the results have not declared. So in the I think we have mentioned this. I think NCOB certificate, I think we mentioned GP.
Yes.
Do we need to issue categories certificate? I have submitted in CAT. I think it should be CAT 19. Okay.
19 or either 19 or 20. I don't know
okay. I think one of these. I think we mentioned this.
Yeah, we mentioned this.
What other thing we need to need while filling the form? I think it's mentioned. I cleared a CA intergroup 1. I wrote CA intergroup 2 this July. Results are expected 80. How can I fill professional qualification? You cannot know.
You can, you would not have the, it says very clearly that only full, if on you mention it only you have cleared the complete thing. I hope he has a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens if you apply from EWS session? So you will be under that category, right? Sir, if a company has given 6-month internship before joining, no, right?
If it is full-time work experience, full-time employment, then yes, otherwise no. Second thing is, I think it is a case of BITS Pilani and other BITS Institute where they have a practice school. 6 months you work. So the question to ask yourself is that without that internship, you will not be a graduate. So that's a part of your academic curriculum, so you can't. So if you have from BITS or one of the institute which have a 6-month internship in the final year, no, that is not work experience, that is internship.
Okay. Do you have to fill the form of non-CAT exam to get admission to? Of course, separate. That you have to apply separately. This is only for IIMs and CAT. You have to tell them that you're taking the CAT. Apply. Do we need to have a late SP mention? For students who don't have the OB certificate at the time of application, I think mentioned, yes, you can. Sir, I worked in a company from August 2020 to Jan 2021. I only have work experience document stating the same, but I was earning less than 50 by the time. Don't have money was transferred by UPI. So long as you have a certificate, that is fine.
Yeah. So less than 15K is not an issue. Yeah, even if it was 10K, 8K is not an issue. You are working full time. That is a critical thing. You need to now have documents. So your appointment letter, hope the company which you're working for will give you a work experience letter, and salary slips. Even if it is an email which says this amount of salary has been transferred, that's a salary certificate or a salary slip for you.
Salary slip is basically company confirming that your money has been sent. UPM it is still from account to account only, no?
Account
UPI is merely a medium, right? So
that's right.
After, so no problem.
I also didn't give any documents such as offer letter, joining letter, as it. So get those documents now. See, the company will have all those documents. They will probably email it to you. Joining letter, middle of lockdown has no meaning in this. Okay, so you should have a joining letter or an appointment letter.
So talk to your company now itself before you fill up the form. Ensure that all these are fine. If you're not going to get anything, fine. So then the different course of action. But I'm sure that the company will help you out here. What else?
Yeah. So that is done.
So my while working in same organization, for designation change, we supposed to enter it twice. No, same organization. No,
you give the latest designation. No?
Yeah, I'm currently 6 7. I will be giving exam. So this we mentioned. Will letterhead of company be sufficient? Well, letterhead of company, and of course, written stuff with somebody signing and all. You can't just show letterhead and say, "I've got a letterhead. I'm working." I'm joking. Okay. I'm a chemical engineer. I have 19 months of work experience. I'm also a chemical engineer. GP is also a chemical engineer. I think GP, we're all chemical engineers who have no clue what we did.
And why we did chemical engineering.
I'm a chemical engineer. I have 19 months of work experience in manufacturing industry. You also had worked, no? You worked for 5 years, right?
No. 3 years.
3 years. Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. I was in HPCL, Bombay.
My God. Okay. The GP. मैं तो सीधा निकल गया. I'm a chemical engineer. I have 19 months of work experience in manufacturing industry. Builder comment. I did put in my paper in February 21. After that, I started teaching at my uncle's coaching institute. I have experience certificate, but I don't have salary slip. I think the same thing. No, uncle has to certify that you've been paying money every.
Ask your uncle to create a salary slip for you and give it to you.
Yeah.
A printout on your letterhead should be good enough, or an email.
You should be able to prove that it's full time. I'm guessing it's full. It's not like 2 hours every day or once in a while you get whatever. Yeah. And please also ensure that you do more stuff for your uncle's class, and
don't restrict yourself only to teaching. In the interview, it will be helpful if you can showcase that along with teaching, you are into scheduling, into operation, into business development, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. You have been, so otherwise it's like, so wherever you are in a family business, you are working. Don't say that I was there, my dad taught me to do this. Ensure that you're involved in the business. That is going to be get yourself involved in the business. I think that CAT does not require 12 hours every single day to study, right? So get yourself involved in the business so that you have enough dialogue that you can say during the interview. This is my first time when I will take CAT in 2021. I'm confused about the final year certificate. Should I submit? No, later, no. All file later. All
form you don't have to upload any certificate except the caste or the OBC or the NCL, EWS, PW certificates. No academic certificate, no mark sheets to be uploaded at this point of time.
How to calculate percentage of 10 CGPA? All subject, all marks. Divided by total marks.
That's right. And if nothing is given, please check your Andhra Pradesh State Board website or your mark sheet. They will have the conversion formula given.
No, 10th. So no conversion.
No, 10th there will be there could be a conversion formula given. For example, CBSE, the conversion formula is multiply with 9.5.
Okay.
So if no conversion formula is given anywhere, then multiply it with 10.
Okay. I joined my job in 29th of July. Should I will 2 days?
2 days.
Fill. Sir, I have category certificate, which I think we mentioned this.
Yeah.
Okay, GP. I think we have. I don't know how long this has gone. As usual, our usual It's been now 1 hour is a standard. Okay,
Ah.
people are used to this.
But hopefully it has taken care of the doubt which students have, and hopefully we won't have to do another session on this one.
If anyone has any doubt, maybe check with your mentor or read the FAQ, and I'm sure that everything is there.
Right.
So if you ask a doubt which is there already and the answer is already given by the website, then you'll be wasting a lot of people's time. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.